Okay, so we're going to play the apology game, and then we're going to see how it works. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine. This is season 7, episode 3. The apology game is that's the category. Honey, category is apologies and bullshit. Okay. So this is what was going down with this whole episode. People and their apologies, and I was feeling a little bit like this. I didn't get it. But anyway, let's talk about it. So first out, Cecil and Simone. Simone is, we come right in where Simone was having her little sit down with Quad, and she stormed off and she came home, and then she was explaining it to Cecil, what had happened, and she was confused and she was pissed. And the one good thing out of this I got is Cecil. Because y'all know I like Cecil. I like me some Cecil. Cecil didn't say nothing. Cecil just listened like he was supposed to. Just listen. And he laughed. And he said, okay. You know, because I was confused last week. I was like, did Quad really just go all the way back? But yeah, that's Quad. So she went all the way back. And Cecil was confused with that. But then he laughed. Because again, we know Quad. So he laughed. And Simone was pissed. He didn't play into Simone being pissed. He didn't tell her, you're right, you're right, you're right. He just listened to what she had to say for the most part and moved the shit along. Because I think Cecil knows that together they were good. They were good. Now I don't know what's going to have to happen to really get this thing kicked off and get it squashed and fixed. But Simone and Quad as friends were good for each other. So I'm just going to leave that there. That whole thing and the ambush and that was all a waste of time. It made good TV, but for the most part, it was a waste of time. Whatever needs to be done with Simone and Quad, they need to get down and do it. Cut the bullshit. Of a lot of these ladies, you two were good friends together. So that needs to be fixed. And that's the bottom line. That needs to be fixed. That's not a friendship that I feel needs to be thrown away. I just don't. I don't even know how they got so off track. That's the part. If we could get through the bullshit and figure out what happened that they got so off track that Simone got to feeling however that is that she was feeling, then I think we could work through it. But there's something that Simone ain't saying. There's something Simone ain't saying, and Simone got some pride with her too. So maybe there's something that just went off and she just ain't saying, just don't want to admit it. You know, it could be anything. But they need to fix that. I don't give a shit how they get to it. They need to fix that. Period. That's what I have to say about that. Later in the program, Quad and Jackie had a sit down and they were talking. And Jackie told Quad some good information. You got to stop being so damn hard. I agree and I disagree. I agree and I disagree. Because, see, she she's been surrounded by snakes. Okay? When you're surrounded by snakes, you got to remain hard. Because if you're soft, you could be punctured. So I'm not going to say that she needs to stop being so hard as a whole, but in this instance where it pertains to Simone, she needs to let some of that go for it to work. They're going to have to let whatever it is on both ends, they're going to have to let it go. I'm telling you, I like them three. I do, and Jackie too, because I keep saying Simone and whenever it was when we had it was like 2 seasons where Quad and Simone and Jackie were together a lot, like back in the season where Simone's dad went missing. You could see the chemistry with them. It was it was good. Quad, Simone, and Jackie was I, I was here for that. I was here for that. I was here for that. And it wasn't just a threesome. The Simone and Jackie, Simone and Quad, Quad and Jackie, Quad and Simone. They had a friendship, like a real live friendship where wasn't no issues. And it didn't matter what anybody else in the cast was doing. It never infiltrated that friendship. And they need to get back to that. And they definitely need that to move about with these people. They were good. They were solid. They really were. And I want that back. I want that back for them. I just need them to want it back. And Jackie did. Yeah, Jackie does. But yeah. And I believe Quad does, and I believe Simone does. Simone's hard as a fucking brick. If she didn't want Quad back in her life, she wouldn't even give it a chance because she's just hard and crazy. So yeah, and I think Simone needs that back in her life too, so she can get her shit together because she's a little off. She's a little left of center last season. I kept saying, what the fuck's going on with Simone? They need each other right now. Quad needs a friend, and so does Simone. So cut the shit, you all, both of y'all, cut it out, shit. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so Jackie was playing basketball with her husband, and she was cheating. She was cheating. I said, girl, if you don't stop grabbing his old goddamn gibbles, honey, while he trying to dribble that ball, you be there maybe fall over in them damn bushes. I said, now is she trying to win the game or is she trying to collect on her policy? What you trying to do, Jackie? What you doing, Miss Jackie? So I just laughed at that. So look at her. It's always good to see a different side of Jackie out there playing basketball and cheating, grabbing dick and carrying on. That was funny. Then we had Mariah, Lake, and Toya. Mariah has Jackie in her crosshairs. Period. Everybody gets a chance with old Mariah. And this time Maleficent has Jackie with the X on her back, honey. But it's not gonna be as easy as you think, Miss Mariah. Keep on going, honey. You just keep on going. But yeah, old Maleficent with the blonde wig on, honey. She got that goddamn Jackie in her crosshairs, honey. I said, oh, jeez. Anyway, moving on. Jackie get together with Simone, and they had the little talk. And this is where all of this other mess came together, which we're going to call Apology Gate, okay? Jackie was telling Simone, you basically need to get this shit together with Heavenly. Y'all need to get it together, period. She says, okay, I'll talk to Heavenly, but you got to meet up with Mariah and talk to Mariah. So Jackie's like, cool, no problem. See, because Jackie don't give a shit. When it comes to Mariah, Jackie don't give a shit. Jackie will say whatever she needs to say to Mariah because Jackie knows that ignoring Mariah bothers her because the bitch is a narcissist. She's a narcissist and she's petty and she has no purpose. So when you ignore Mariah, it really bothers her. And Jackie knows that. Jackie knows Intellectually, she'll always win with Mariah. So she'll tell Mariah whatever she needs to tell her. It's no big deal. But I'm going to get what I want out of you. I'm going to get you to sit down, and you and Heavenly going to fix what y'all got going on. And fuck Mariah. I'll tell her whatever I need to tell her. I said, oh, Jack. I just got to laugh. I said, oh, this form of trickery, honey. But okay. So that went on. Then we see this little conversation with Heavenly and Contessa. I hate that. Heavenly is a fucking weirdo. I agree and I don't agree. Okay, no, I don't agree with Heavenly sitting there telling Contessa, you wrong, you ain't had no business leaving them kids with him. She had every right to leave those children with her husband. They are 50% his children as well. She ain't just got up on no Tuesday and walked out of there and ain't tell him nothing and just made the decision on her own to go back to school and all that. He agreed. He agreed, and I think what ended up happening to my buddy, because I like him, but I think what ended up happening is he didn't realize until he was there and it was upon him that he can't do Contessa's job. You can't do it. He thought he could do it. There's a lot of people who look on to people who are parents and who pull the load and say, I could do that. And they can't. And they can't. And this is coming from a person that was a single parent of two. It ain't what it looked like. Trust me. It ain't what it looked like. And everybody isn't cut out for it. And Contessa's husband isn't cut out for it. He can't do Contessa's part of the marriage. And instead of saying that, he's lashing out. Because he's actually really the third child. so I'm not going to sit here and say she's wrong. She ain't wrong. She's not wrong because he agreed. He thought he could do it. And there's the thing in there of being able to say, shit, I can't handle it. And I don't think he'll ever admit it. You know, he's deflecting right now. They're going to get some counseling because they're smart. They both smart. So I think they're going to get some counseling and they'll get it together. But, yeah, I didn't like, Heavenly and her version of how marriage is supposed to be. Ain't nobody listening to her and that old antiquated, old dumbass shit she talking, because you're in a marriage where you just fall down on the ground and you're there for Damon to walk all over you. And it just so happens that Damon is a decent person. Because if Damon wasn't a decent person, he would run circles around Heavenly and walk her back and stomp her down. But that just ain't him. That's just not him. So that's that. But she has that whole thing. She happy to have him. She was a girl with the low self-esteem, honey, who actually had it going on, but you had the low self-esteem. The old, lonely, fat girl, that's who she was. That didn't feel like she was cute or pretty or worthy. And you can still see she still don't feel like she's worthy of Damon. You are. You're worthy of Damon. Shit, you're worthy of two Damons if you wanted them. But she don't believe that. That's why she falls under all those rules. And it just works. It works. He likes that, But thank goodness he's not a dirty, raggedy person that just walks all over her. But he very well could if he wanted. He could walk all over Heavenly and she would be okay with that. But ain't nobody taking no advice from you, sis. Go sit on down. Go sit down. Luck has been on your side that you ended up with the right man that wouldn't dog you out. Anyway, but you told her she was wrong and that she should have never left her kids. And what's your place? What's your place? My place is wherever the hell I decide to be, you crazy ass. What are you talking about? Then told her, and don't cry, because I ain't for all that crying. Listen, and where's my receipts? Do y'all see last season how pushed up against the wall she was when Mariah made those accusations that Damon was cheating on her? Do you see how bothered Heavenly was? She don't feel like she can compete. If another woman actually steps in and gets Damon's attention, Heavenly will crumble. She will crumble because in her mind, She don't believe she could compete. Heavenly would be on a on she. I think she would either crumble and probably not. She's so fucking mean. She would probably end up on a different reality show, and she'd probably end up on a couple of episodes of Snapped, honey, because she's still got them evil and mean and hateful. That would be her thing. But yeah, I still see insecurity in her. Ain't nobody taking her. She cool, but ain't nobody taking no love advice from Heavenly. That's just a joke all in itself. Anyway, but Contessa, you do need to fix what you got going on. But no, you're not wrong for what you're doing. You're not wrong. And like she said, she was going to take the kids with her, and he told her, no, you're not. He should have let her. He should have let her take them right on with him because he not equipped. He not equipped. And ain't no shame in that. Certain people are made for certain things. That ain't your lane, dude. That ain't your lane. Anyway, moving on. Toya and Eugene, I'm still being easy on Toya and Eugene. I ain't pulling and tugging at them or scraping and scratching at them. They're seeing a hard time as a family dealing with this miscarriage. And the first thing that I was thinking, I said, it's so unfortunate that they actually said anything about the pregnancy to the children before. I would have let it go until she actually starts showing and all that, because you see what's going on. You know that it's damaged them as a whole family. So it's not just him and her dealing with the issue. Even the kids are dealing with the issue, but they got a handle on it. And for a change, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They got a handle on it, and they're doing a good job handling it. So kudos to Eugene and Toya. See, I ain't even call them the Fry Guys and Grimace. They doing all right. They're doing all right. Y'all go ahead. Anyway, moving on. So then they're over at Simone's house. Speaking of who can't handle it, Cecil. Cecil was running like a man cave. Okay, the three of him and his two sons, they're slobs. Okay, they're slobs. Simone's sick of that shit. She came up in there. She's like, okay, she goes and she's laying down the law. Y'all gonna take out this garbage and this, that, and the other. She got them together because they were just doing too much. And we keep seeing it. And I'm like, yeah, they slobs. Yeah, uh-uh. That ain't Cecil's lane. They need Simone in the house to balance it out. And then they turned it around on her, and the boys told her Cecil stepped right out of it because he's smart. Stepped out of it and let her boys talk to her. And they told her, you stop accusing folks and stuff and stop all that goddamn hollering. You know? So they're good. They're good, but she needed to say what she needed to say because, yeah, no, you ain't got no business coming there having to take out no garbage. And I wouldn't even be talking to them about that. Because you know what I'd have did? When I had to go take the garbage out, I'd have took turns. I'd have put it in their bed with them. Cecil included. Taking out the garbage. What are you talking about? Get out of here. Anyway, moving on. Damon and Heavenly and Alora. Child, if they don't stop embarrassing this child she's 13, and down here we got Damon and Heavenly embarrassing her. She's like, I am 13. Oh my God, honey. They're both undergoing separation anxiety. When Damon stepped in, talking about, she used to ask me to go to movies all the time. She won't even ask me no more. Child, if y'all don't sit down, honey. Sit down and leave her alone. She's like, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good time. She walked right the hell on out the scene. She's like, get the fuck out of here. You two goons, honey. I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. Okay, so let's go down to the trickery dinner. Honey, this was where Apology Gate got started. So they get all in there, get all the trickery out of the way, and here we go with the four of them. They're down there, Heavenly and it's Heavenly versus damn Simone and Mariah versus Jackie. So of course we'll get Mariah and Jackie out of the way first because it ain't nothing some bullshit for real. It's just Mariah trying to have a storyline. And this season, Jackie, you're it. It's it tag, baby, and you're it. And I want to say this. Mariah, you're not even building a good case because I should have said this last week, but I just didn't get it into my review. Mariah, you built a whole case of Jackie. If she's going to speak about her friends on vlogs or whatever, she needs to be asking someone or telling someone, Mariah, did you ever tell any of the ladies when you were doing your little after shows last season? You didn't. So shut up. Shut up. You and your mammy and that lake, y'all sat in there and y'all drugged them women. And no, you ain't contact them and tell them shit about what you was getting ready to do. You didn't just drag them. You had Shoot Lucy and Old Frozen Lake, honey, come in there, and y'all drugged these women of this show last season, honey. Now, y'all go back and look up the YouTube videos, honey. There's the receipts. And you ain't asked nobody for their permission. So just shut up. Just say what it is. You got Jackie in your sights, and she's your storyline. Y'all sat down there and you went through the whole thing, and Jackie lied to you and you lied to her. Y'all did. Jackie got out of you what she wanted. You got out of Jackie what you wanted. Jackie apologized to you and you felt like you did something. Yeah, you did. You got played. You got played. Jackie told you what she wanted to tell you. Jackie ain't think about your ass. And you can take that to the nearest bank and cash it. She's like, yeah, okay, Mariah, I'm sorry, girl. Okay. And you sitting up there thinking you done did something, but knowing all along you gonna attack her again as soon as you get a chance because she is your storyline for this season. Girl, we see you, honey. You corny. You real corny, Mariah. Old Maleficent is back, honey. Anyway, moving on. So here's the problem. Simone and Heavenly. And the real big center of the problem, and I actually have to agree, is how Simone basically she vented to Heavenly about her disdain with the fact that Cecil decided not to get a job. And as soon as her and Cecil ran into a little she threw it out there and threw it in his face, and then it was actually done on public out there in the damn cyber world. So it just was like it was a double hit. So I understand why Simone is pissed, and I understand why she feels betrayed and all of that. I understand all of that. And Heavenly's trying to act like what she's doing what Heavenly does. She like she don't know what she's talking about. And that's where the problem comes in. Well, what did I do? Heavenly, stop it. Stop it. Cecil, no, Cecil ain't have business saying stuff to you. Y'all ain't had a business arguing, period. Period. Taking digs at each other, period. And you see how it really went from Cecil did go bitch like and repeated what Mariah said, because Mariah's the one that really read you and said your house was nasty and your house was dirty, which she says all the time. She always said you keep a nasty house. Said you need to pressure wash before you give them all affection. There was Mariah, and Mariah was sitting over there at that dinner laughing. Like, I ain't taking it back. I said it. Nasty house. Whore. She sat right over there reveling in it. Because that's who your problem should have actually been with, Heavenly. But, Cecil did repeat it. And, that was wrong. And he kikied. It was funny. And that done ruined your friendship. But then you was going real hard. Because she's still mad as hell at Cecil. She still is mad as hell at Cecil, and she still was going at it. They separated out, and Mariah took Simone to the bathroom so they could kind of cool it down, and they came back, and I was like, when they came back to the table, Heavenly was still talking mad cow shit. See, now this is where the real James would have came out, because Simone was better than me to continue in and then get it all the way to a point where they came to a common ground and it was dropped. It's like, okay, let's let this go. We would have never made it there. We would have never made it there. I promise you. I'd have paid for that plate of food. But when I came out of that bathroom and Heavenly was still going hard about my husband like she was, I'd have threw that plate of food right in her goddamn face. I would have done it. I'm not sitting there going to tell y'all no lie. Now, I mean, you done called me. You wronged me. And then you called me a liar. And then we're trying to get to some resolve, and you standing there talking cash money shit. Still comparing your husband to my husband, and based on ain't no comparison at all. I mean, she was real about. I'd have gave her that plate. Well, your husband's a stand-up guy. Your husband is so great. Well, let's see what you all about, bitch. And I'd have gave her that whole plate of food, plate included. I would have done that. I would have done it. I just couldn't have. Bitch, you disrespectful. You disrespectful. And it was disrespectful. And I was surprised. I was like, okay. And Simone wasn't hitting under the belt with Heavenly at all. Heavenly was steadily going there with that wig sitting up on her head like that. I said, "Oh, that's an old ugly ass wig." But I couldn't believe it. I was like, and then she said, "I don't want to be arguing with you, no, bitch, because you done. You done. You just said everything you wanted to say. You just sat out there and beat Jackie's ear down the whole time they was in that bathroom, and you was talking cash money shit. A whole plate of whatever that was, she would have had it on that wig, honey. It would have all been all up in that bad root that it had, honey. But whatever, they came to a little thing, and they okay for now. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. And even if it take all the way till we get to the goddamn reunion, that shit gonna come up again. Just watch. Keep watching. That's gonna come up again. Anyway, I'm done with this for now. I'm out of here. Till next week. Oh, apologies. Apologies is some bullshit. Child, get real. Married to medicine, honey. Here we go, honey.